QRC pit at the Red Bluff Outlaws. We got some warm winds coming through. Points race number 3 today, and we have a fan who wants to start today's vlog. Evan, go ahead.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to today's video. First off, hope you're all having a great day today.
Hope you guys are all having a great day today. So Brody said it last week, he's getting ready to head out for his heat race, and he's kind of like our special driver of the week. I promised I'd put him in a vlog, and we're doing a whole video on him today. But this is the normal Red Bluff Outlaw video. Evan, he helped me get it started. Evan's been a super fan. You've watched the vlogs for a while. Yeah, so he's been watching, very loyal fan of mine, and I appreciate it. Points race number 3 today, very excited to get after it, especially with our recent success at the Tyler Wolf Memorial this past weekend. I also thought I would mention that tonight the open class is racing for an extra $500 courtesy of Kevin Scher Designs. We're very thankful for that. So if you win the $500 and then you also win the back road challenge, which is up to $1,300, it's an $1,800 payday, which that's a big one. You do not see that at the Red Bluff Outlaws. Carly started off the Holmes family though on a high note tonight. 5th quick in the 250 class out of 25 cars. We're getting ready to head out for open qualifying soon. We got in the 3rd group. Let's get after it. Just got done with qualifying. We ended up going 10th quick of over, I think, 30 opens tonight, anywhere from 30 to 35. I went out in the 3rd group. The track was awesome, and it's pretty fast tonight. I think quick time was like an 8.4, somewhere in there. But I ended up 10th. We didn't have enough side by getting in the corner, so last week when qualifying, when I'd get in, it would be on the right rear. Well, we made some adjustments, and we had a little bit of a different setup this week, so it wasn't staying on the right rear, so the harder I drove it in, the more it would just slide up. It wouldn't stay on the crease. So I never really got a great lap out there. We did salvage a 10th place qualifying run, so that's all right. We'll probably be in the last heat race starting 2nd row inside. 2 are gonna transfer, we just need to move forward. The only thing that's unfortunate about not making it in the top 6 is if we just don't get those dash points tonight, but it is what it is. You're not gonna be able to make the dash every week, so solid qualifying run. We'll be going out for the heat race here soon in the factory QRC Durst Racing, Burris Racing, Kevin Scher Designs, Jet Fitness factory QRC card. Heat race number 3 just finished up, and I'm in heat race number 5. So heat race number 4, rolling out on the track. The bottom looks really, really good. I think that's probably where I'm gonna try. Also gonna try the top side, just depending on how the first lap goes. You can't have a plan for these races because they always go way different than you anticipate. So I start 2nd row inside, top 2 transfer. Let's get to the feature. Let's make our 3rd feature in a row. We really don't wanna run any B mains. Is over, and our factory QRC entry was on point. So we were saying it's nice when Christmas comes in November. And what we mean is, so I started 3rd, 2nd row inside, Casey McLennan was on my outside, and the front row jumped. And here at Red Bluff, you only get 1 attempt. And if you mess up that 1 attempt, you go back. So the inside car was doing a good pace. The outside guy just didn't really go. So we ended up getting to move to the front row, which was very nice. Then slid myself first corner, slid myself again in 3 and 4, and from there we just took off. Tried the bottom, tried the top, and our car felt really good. That advanced us straight to the A main event. Our factory QRC, Burris Racing, Durst Racing, Kevin Scher Designs car is ready to go. Just gonna make some adjustments. We have no trophy dash tonight, so the next time we'll be on the track will be the A main events. Ollie Abbasi, the track promoter, he put water on the whole entire racetrack. It's not gonna do anything besides just keep the dust down because it was getting very dusty in the lower mains. They have the fans running, but after about like 5 or 6 laps, it's almost tough to just see. You know, I can only imagine if you're being in 10th, 11th, 12th place, or even just like 5th, 6th, 7th, it's probably very hard to see, just get so much dust you can't. Here's a look at turns 3 and 4. When we first showed up to this place at Red Bluff, Jimmy and I were looking at the racetrack, and he pointed out it looks like there's a little bit less banking on entry to 3. So in qualifying, we kind of tried to do something a little bit different, but definitely a little less banking, and you don't even see the crease as much tonight. From the center off, there's a little bit more of a crease, but it just seems like this season there isn't much one. So I'm thinking in the A main event, we line up 7th, just keep your left front right in here. You don't want to get any higher than that. Now here's a look at turns 1 and 2. There's definitely a good amount of banking on the top side down here, and so far the track tonight has been very even. In the lower A main events in the heat races, the bottom seemed like the way to go, but the top is coming in as the bottom slicks off. There's still, it's just a little bit of grip in both corners. You can keep your left front and maybe even your left rear in right here on the bottom. You just gotta watch out for these orange cones. Ollie, like I said, he put water on the whole entire racetrack and down here in 1 and 2. It's gonna hold up for a little bit, but it's just gonna blow off very quick. And like I said, just kind of keep the dust down. We do have a fan of the videos here, Charlie. Charlie, where do you start tonight, buddy?
In the A or
in the A. Where do you start in the A?
I really don't know.
I thought you said you started on the pole.
No, in the dash.
Oh, okay. So he starts on the pole in the dash. Probably start a few, but 2nd, 3rd row in the A main event. Where do you start, buddy?
I start 9th in the A.
All right, dude, go get him. Good luck to you guys. Sorry, Charlie. I thought you said you started pole of the A, but we're hoping to I'm gonna hook up the backstretch cam here soon. I'm kind of picking out where I want that, but here's one last look at 1 and 2. I think the track's gonna be very racy tonight and very, very slick. There you go. Good luck. There you go. Right there. We're heading out for the A main event. Wish me luck. The track is getting a little bit of rubber on the top side, so I think that's going to be the fastest lane. Head out there, let's have fun, get a top 5 finish, and go for a win.
Red Bluff Outlaws, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off of turn number 4. We are green.
Nice even restart or start to the race up front. Chase Hill with the advantage. He chops down on the 77X of Jake Park. One car up over the cushion is Garrett Brown. He gets it settled in. Chase Hill leads lap 1.
Yeah, Chase Hill shows the way up front. 2 laps in. Jake Park in 2nd. Here comes Brandon LaChance down to the inside of his teammate Park. Tyler Seavey side by side with Brent Eberhardt for the 4th spot. Give it to Seavey at the line.
Looking back for the 30 of Casey McLean. Right now running in the 14th position. Has not moved forward a whole lot. Being patient early on in this race.
Tyler Seavey now battling. He loses another spot to the 35 of Carson Perkins, who slides in front of Ren Eberhardt. Perkins gets by 2 cars on that lap. He's into 4th.
Oh, Ren Eberhardt into the side of Carson Perkins, that time in turn number 2. Perkins able to hang on to the 4th spot. Now here comes Tanner Holmes into the top 5.
Holmes slides in front of Perkins. Perkins turns it back to the inside, maintains that 4th spot. Garrett Brown got a little bit sideways off turn number 2, back in about the 10th position, but keeps on going for now.
Casey McLean picks up 2 spots down the front straightaway as 2 cars got tangled up. Chase Hill still leads it 7 laps in. Jake Park maybe starting to reel him in a little bit in the 77X.
Yeah, Park is stalking the 1C right now. Last weekend, Chase Hill was leading the main event before getting passed late in the going by Tanner Holmes. He does not want to have that happen once again as he comes up on the back of the field.
Here comes Carson Perkins and Tanner Holmes reeling in the 9B of Brandon LaChance as they battle now for the 3rd spot. Traffic going to start to play a factor here as we're 10 laps into this one. 10 down, 15 to go.
Tanner Holmes makes the move on Carson Perkins. Those two swap that position once again in 1 and 2. Here comes Holmes again, makes the right rear contact with the left front, and Tanner Holmes takes over the 4th spot.
The charge for Casey McLean has stalled out right now in the 11th position, has not been able to
Car
move
around in
forward.
turn 1, Elijah. The 8 junior Brian McGann, and contact between Carson Perkins and Tanner Holmes. They try to avoid him.
Well, Chase, I was just getting ready to say what Casey McLean needs right now is a yellow flag. Jake Park, obviously the winner of race number 1. Brandon LaChance has been right there in the top 5 each week as well. Lights are out. Here we go, back to green, 12 laps remain.
And a great restart for Chase Hill right there as he clears the 77X at Jake Park. Casey McLean gets bottled up in the back of the field, loses a couple spots, so that's going to hinder his progress. Tanner Holmes up to 2nd now.
Yeah, the 18T's rolling really well right now as he moves into 2nd. We got cars tangled up at the rear of the field. Nate Lynch, Brian McGann Jr. We go yellow. Casey McLean falls all the way back towards the rear of the field, though, on that run. Last week they had the battle in the dash for the win, the battle in the main event for the win, and now they find themselves battling once again for the race lead at the front of the field. 15 laps down, 10 laps remain. Open main event goes back to green.
Tanner Holmes got a good restart there, but Chase Hill blocked the line from big wreck in turn 1. And we are going yellow for Carson Perkins and Carson Souza.
Wow, coming back to the yellow, the 1C had a huge run and then just chopped across the nose of the 18T of Tanner Holmes. Lucky he didn't clip the left front of Holmes' car because he would have went for a ride down the front straightaway. Done.
You got to remember, Chase Hill actually isn't racing for just normal purse. Kevin Scherer, the $500 that he put up for tonight, could go to him.
Big time stepping up with that $500 a couple times this year. As we go back to green, Chase Hill got a great launch on the restart that time.
Yeah, Tanner Holmes right behind him like he was last weekend, about 2 car lengths back. Jake Park is now falling out of the picture a little bit. Casey Schmitz makes some contact with Brandon LaChance racing for 5th. Here comes Schmitz down the inside. He's got the spot.
Tanner Holmes to the lead in turn number 1. He slides in front of Chase Hill. Hill drives back by him. Squeeze play on the outside of the racetrack. Tanner Holmes at the line will lead that lap.
Chase Hill drives it in there, gives him the Nerf bar. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Unbelievable stuff at the front of the field. They make contact again.
Good move, Tanner Holmes, to get the 1C out of his rhythm and take over the lead late in the race. We're coming to 4 laps to go for Tanner Holmes.
Are you kidding me? Tanner Holmes once again going for 2 victories in a row. This kid is determined for a championship this year. He'll come down to 2 laps to go this time by. Jake Park and Tyler Seavey still side by side racing for the 3rd spot. Tyler Seavey's got at the line, got a yellow out with 2 to go.
The yellow flag gonna halt the party instead of the white flag. Tanner Holmes has got to be the sickest man in America.
Tanner Holmes, if you've ever played iRacing, they have hit the incident cap with each other. 4X's everywhere between those two. It ain't over yet, Elijah Jones. We come down. It'll be a green-white checker finish. Who's going to win it?
Tanner Holmes gets the jump on the start. He drives away from Chase Hill. We're wrecking down the back straightaway, but we stay green. The yellow comes out. The race is not over yet. The green and white flag will come out off of turn number 4. Tanner Holmes leads him out of turn 4. He shoots out to the race lead down the back straightaway one final time. He's looking for back-to-back main events. He protects the bottom. Tanner Holmes is your winner once again.
Tanner Holmes 2 weekends in a row gets the job done, beating Chase Hill once again in the final couple of laps. Hill comes home 2nd, Tyler Seavey 3rd, Jake Park in 4th, and Brandon LaChance, your top 5 drivers. Ren Eberhardt ended up 2nd. Casey McLean, unsuccessful in his pursuit of the Fast 4 Media back row bonus, comes home 7th. Carson Perkins, Brian McGann Jr., and Garrett Brown round out the top 10 as Tanner Holmes parks it in the infield. Steering wheel comes out. Elijah Jones heading downstairs to get an interview once again with the 18T. Wow, 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 wow. Where's the whole wow. Who wants to check your flag? He's going to grab it. As long as he has the phone on
with Chase Hill. This time, the boss man, Jimmy Elledge, is in the house. Getting congratulations from Topher and everybody else at the Factory QRC gang. We'll give Tanner just a moment here to get the safety gear off. All right, guys, he's got the helmet off. Let him hear it. Tanner Holmes, back-to-back main event wins with the Red Bluff Outlaws. Tanner, another great drive. This has been a wild week for you. You win last Saturday night, get it on an airplane, fly out to Millbridge, run in North Carolina, then jump back on the plane, come here, and win another race. How stoked are you on how this week went for you?
I'm pumped. You know, when we won our first race of the season at the Tyler Wolf Memorial, it was awesome. And we just had so much speed, and I knew our car was great. I was just like, don't touch it. We're leaving, but just don't touch it, leave it. Well, We'll run it next week, and it's going to be great. We don't need to make any changes. We didn't start off the night greatest. We qualified 10th, and then we really got after it, won the heat, and then in the A, the track was just getting rubber and rubber and rubber. And I was fortunate I got to run a few sprint car races on some rubber down, and that helped me a ton. I was getting really, really tight after the first run, but I just knew I had to stay on the top sides on the restart. And when you guys called single file, I was jumping for joy. I was pumped. I was like, yep, we got it.
Yeah, all right, buddy. I'm not sure if you realize this, but the win tonight ties you with Ryan Foster for second all-time with the Red Bluff Outlaws overall, 35 career wins. At such a young age, you've won so many races. It's only a matter of time before we see you take over that top spot.
Yeah, this is I call this place my palace. I love short track racing, and when we went back to Millbridge, these big tracks I kind of struggle on, but in the short tracks, it's just like I was born to run short tracks. So excited to be back next week. I want to thank Durst, Burst Racing, Factory QRC, Kevin Scherer Designs, my family, and also Jimmy for believing in me. I mean, talk about a top-notch setup, and we were able to get out there and get the win.
All right, thank you very much, buddy. There you have it. Tanner Holmes, your open main event winner here tonight, points race number 3. That's it from down here on the front straightaway. We'll send it back upstairs now to Chase Rodman in the booth.
Not only does Tanner Holmes thank Kevin Scherer Designs as a sponsor, he thanks Kevin Scherer Designs for an extra $500 tonight that was put up in the pit meeting earlier on for the open class. So Tanner Holmes, an extra $500 in tonight's purse. He'll take that home as well.
Jumper!
Woo! That's 2, buddy.
Two wins in a row out of the first 3 races.
That's right.
Killing it. So we started 7th this time. Didn't have it, I wouldn't say easier, but we didn't have a better starting spot. And we just got going, and track was kind of laying rubber. It was laying rubber, and I was unbelievably tight. Like, I thought something broke. I was turning left on entry, and the car was going straight, but if I could flick it in there and drive it in hard enough, it was rolling so good. And I think, like I was saying in my interview, my sprint car experience has helped me 100 times out of 100 with just driving rubber down. I was bogging really bad on exit, had to use the clutch a little bit, but car felt awesome. Glad we were able to get the win. And we're going for 3. So we're gonna pack up, gonna enjoy this win. It feels good. 3rd, like they said, we tied Ryan Foster tonight on the all-time win list for 2nd. We're chasing 1st, Keith Bloom. I'm gonna go watch the Sportsman's. What a fun race! Congrats, Chase Hill. He did a good job. We both gave it all we had, and everyone behind me, I was just giving everyone all I had. So we did it, Rowdy.
Now it's time for you to go lose an inside line.
Yeah, Ben and I are gonna go play inside line to celebrate this win, and we'll be heading home tomorrow. And now we're gonna pack up the QRC trailer. Points race number 3 is over. Ollie Abassi throwing some water on the racetrack. This surface is rock hard. Rubber down on the top side. It's a little bit different than sprint car racing. You can't really see the rubber as well, but you definitely know that it's there. I mean, you can see it, but on a sprint car track, this would be like black, and this would be like just regular colors. So what an exciting way to end points race number 3. We got the win. Our car was unbelievably fast. I think we were like a 10th or 2 tenths faster than everyone. Just on point, top-notch setup. We did everything we needed to do. We kind of tried to do some stuff similar to last week, how Jesse had me, and then just make it tighter. And I was tight, but once I got out front, it wasn't the easiest thing to drive in traffic, but once I was able to get out front, I was so fast. And like I said in the interview, the single file thing helped me a lot. I would get good starts. No matter what, I think I probably would have been fine, because the top side, like I was thinking about it, like when I was sitting here under red and I was joking with Bryce, I'm like, call the race, let's call the race, was the top side had rubber so you could get a good start, but the bottom side, if you just time it right, it might happen, but there wasn't rubber, so you'd spin the tires. So it's kind of just a both ways type deal. The bottom wasn't good at all, but I guess the racing behind me was pretty good. I mean, Chase and I had a great battle for the lead. I don't know what it is this year, but we just love to stay close up front and battle each other. So far, I've been able to get a few, get 2 wins. And what's also cool is, like we were saying, getting up there on the all-times win list, tied for 2nd, that's a huge honor, especially at my favorite racetrack and the most prestigious place to win on the whole entire West Coast and in the country. One last look. Excited to get back here for points race number 4. Got to thank Durst, Factory QRC, Burst Racing Tire, Kevin Scherer Designs, Jet Fitness, and Jimmy Elledge. Jimmy, he does an unbelievable job. I know we were joking last week, like, dang, Jesse did an awesome job. We were so fast, but Jimmy, he came out here and he topped that with just an awesome setup for this type of racetrack, and we killed the field. We were so good, and the racing was very tight. It was a little tougher to throw sliders tonight, but sometimes you just got to throw it in there and hope for the best. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. We're coming back. 3-peat possibly, I don't know. But also, I want to give a huge shout out to Kyler Shaw. He's going to be letting me use this footage once again. Top notch. I you guys please check out Fast Forward Media. I think they have a premium thing, $5 a month or like $40 for the year. It's so worth it. Just the most awesome footage you can check out, and everything. You know, he has everything on point. And like we just were joking and watching some of the footage from tonight. He caught some really good flips and some really funny flips. Like one guy flipped right here and it said hi on his floor pan. But other stuff like that. So I highly recommend you check out Fast Forward Media. Link at the top of the description. But we'll see you guys all in the next video. Points race number 4 and a few during this week. All the North Carolina videos will be coming out. So I'll see you guys all then. Can't wait to come back to my palace, Bluff Outlaws. I'll see you guys all next week. Deuces.